Welcome back, everybody, to the third instalment of the Shit Gets Wicked podcast. This is definitely our first take. I'm Haydos, and I'm joined once again with Brodie.
G'day.
No Byron with us today. He's off partying, but instead we brought someone else on. Brodie, who we got?
Joined by the local cricket captain for the Mighty Cavaliers. Been captaining for 3 seasons now, winning the premiership last season in 2021. Career high score of 116 not out and best bowling figures of 5 for 41. Coming fourth in the runs this year and a whopping career batting average of 21. And most importantly is the man behind the name of this podcast. Obviously, we are joined by none other than Luke McCully, or Skippy as he is referred to. So welcome to the podcast, Skip.
Thank you very much for having me. It is a pleasure to be here. Just an absolute honour.
Sure it is.
Luke, I've heard you've researched a zinger for us. Let's hear it.
Yeah, shout out to the leggies. How do cricket players find things online?
Yeah.
They Google it.
Oh, that is so funny now. It's the third time we've heard it.
Yes, I'm still laughing.
Just a bit of reference there. This is actually our third take because Doss's phone was not working before, so not great.
Good stuff. All right, so popular feedback. We've moved the local cricket section to the start of the podcast because that's what everyone cares about. Big matchup last weekend. We had Bushrangers Blue versus Cavaliers. And boys, there are a few notable performances in that game. Most notably, at the start, Nick Kelsey, 166 off 109. Anything you want to add or comment on for that innings?
Just Ash Kington's words to me before the game saying that Nick was hungover and he was going to throw his innings away early. Clearly, as you can see, that did not happen.
Well, he only gave one chance on about 140 odd.
Yeah.
Nah, not true. I had him drop twice on about 130.
I could have run him out of cover when he was on about 20. Could have been a shorter day if that was the case.
I could have taken a 1 in 100 catch, but it was blowing its ring out.
Yeah.
And it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, a few supporting roles by the other boys. Pretty much just had to rotate strike to Nick. He was hitting it very cleanly on the pristine AstroTurf. Although, pulling us out of the shit, Cripsy, 5 for 32, came on. I actually said to Nick, 2 balls before he got out, I said, look out, this is our ace in the hole. Cripsy bowling third change, and then he comes on, gets him out with an absolute seed, well caught by Oldie, and then he just cleans up the whole rest of the order. So well done to Cripsy.
Got a new nickname on Cameron Green during that innings too.
He did. He is very reliable, just like the big man.
Yes.
Brodie Loveridge, 1 for 39.
Yep.
Bowled a few handy overs, was a bit unlucky. Had a few drop catches.
Could have had 5 or 6 wickets himself, but
Yes.
just not his day.
Yeah, and Ash Kington sticking it out, opening up 1 for 51 off 8.
Yeah.
Special mention to Skippy, none for 52 off 3 overs.
Yeah. Was my best day.
I think his eye might have been in by that stage.
Yeah.
24 ball half century. That's pretty good.
I pretty well just should have given him underarms and said, here you go, man. See what you can do.
Pretty much. And this is where it gets crazy. The Cavaliers batting innings were in strike, 1 for none off the first ball. I've been demoted to 3, but I was essentially opening anyway. Stuck it around. Luke came out to bat and he's like, let's just bat time. Hit yourself a 70 or an 80, get yourself back in form. So as you've been following, I've been lacking runs lately. And then he barbecues me later on. So I appreciate that. Don't worry, I thought there was a run there too. I was just slow off the mark.
Yeah, about an over earlier, he says, you just call and I'll run, don't worry about it. And
Yeah, because up the top of the order, I like a few partners that want to run. I'll say, yes. And it's like, nah, stay in here. Pumped it out to the boundary, let's just walk 1.
Yeah, I know there's a couple that we probably won't name that aren't keen on twos.
they know who they are.
But then, the big man, a new face to the Cavaliers scene, Joel Sauer, came out, hit I think it was just under 150 run stand with you, Skip.
Yep.
Dispatched it to all parts, and he saved the game for us. For our YouTube audience, we'll just have the final ball up now. We needed 4 off the last. We actually needed, 10 off 3 for the last over. Joel's missed the first one, put the second one over the ropes, and then he's just connected with that last one and as you can see, the excitement from everyone. Never thought that we were in with a chance, chasing 265. But yeah, it was a great effort from him.
Until they brought an off spinner on in the last over and he bowled a full toss on the last
Yeah.
ball when they needed 4 to win.
That was mint.
Into the breeze. With the breeze, sorry.
Yeah. Being out in the middle, Skip, you have anything to add?
It was one of those games where you just walk out with no pressure on yourself because you just think there's no way you're going to win it. I said to you, Dice, when we first got out there, obviously that, just try and play yourself into form. Wasn't expecting a win. Pretty well the same thing with Joel. I just said, have fun and see how you go. And 15 to 20 overs later, we're still in and we need to run a ball. And that's when it really set in that we thought we could actually win. So yeah.
And Joel, pulling off 3 from 3 wins, catching up for the Cavs last week with the 2 T20s, came out and belted a quick fire, what was it, 60 odd?
Yeah, 60.
60,
yeah.
70.
Yeah. If he doesn't get a duck, he goes on to make 50. So
yeah.
Can I just say that the grips that you and Joel have been using? Okay, so Joel has asked me for a grip. He's paid for it. He's gotten a 50 with it straight up. Now he's gotten 92 not out.
Yeah.
And then you get one of my grips, 87.
Yeah.
Surely there's something in it.
Yeah. Maybe you should put one of them on your own bat, Brodie.
I've tried it. It hasn't worked.
Hasn't worked? Oh.
What
Maybe
brand are they?
JP Gavin.
Oh,
Not a sponsor. Just beep it out.
yeah. Although, JP, if you do want to come on, there are spots open.
Yeah. Your grips are amazing.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's reserved for KD.
Oh,
Only
yeah.
cricket brand we
You
take
have
is
to
KD.
Shout out KD every episode.
I mean, Byron, the fellow co-host, has got an ambassadorship with him now.
really?
Yeah, 20% off.
Wow. What, use code Byron20?
I don't know. Apparently, he's not allowed to share the code.
Uh,
They only sponsor about 600 people in Queensland.
I was Byron has requested that he fields a gully and he'll hook me up with a new set of gloves. So you beauty.
They have good gloves too.
Oh, fingers crossed.
I actually had the list you gave me. I was going to put them on there. The gloves that you should get.
Thank you.
Kangaroo leather.
how on earth does a 12-year-old snuck himself into the cordon?
I don't know. All the young people seem
It
to get
takes
in there.
years to
I mean, a
learn this
14-year-old was in the cordon last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not thought of as young anymore now that Byron's here.
Yeah, you really should be on the fence though.
Yeah, I'm too slow to be on the fence.
True. Yeah.
What was the term you referred to me as? Running the ice skates.
I said bring your joggers, and then Ash said he won't bring his walkers, or he might bring his runners or something to try and make him quicker. And I said you must have crawls on because the pace you move at is snail rate.
Yeah, I'm not great at sprinting, but there's all things we can work on. Like you could probably work on not hacking across the line that's fallen off stump.
Yeah, I might think about it one day, but at the moment we'll just keep going the way we're going.
I might stop watching the Big Bash and hit some balls along the ground for a change.
Yeah, look, could help. Been
Season's
bumping-
almost over, so
Yeah.
go back to watching reruns of Test matches.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Cavs win by 2 wickets in that game. From what you can hear, it was an absolute spectacle.
How about the sign on Beth Mooney field
Yes.
afterwards though? And I do have to apologise. I got him a run short. I wrote 92 instead of 93.
Yeah.
And I also spelled his last name. I added an R instead. So apologies, Joel.
But anyway, hashtag sour power. Can he do it again next week? Find out on episode 4.
All right, moving on to Paine's DMs. Oh, this one will be interesting. We're ringing up a bloke who was recently in the BBL crowd and held up a sign looking for girlfriends with his phone number below it. So we're going to give him a ring now and see what he says.
Surely you put on a girl voice as well.
No, you're answering it.
I'm not saying anything.
Have we decided what we're actually going to say to him? Just asking.
Ask him for sponsorship, maybe.
Just tell him that he's on a podcast and see what he says.
Yeah, okay.
Ask him what his thinking was behind it. Has he had any hits?
Yeah.
It'd be unfortunate if he doesn't pick up.
I wouldn't.
The person you are calling
Oh,
is available. Please leave a
disappointing.
short message and it will be
We're
sent
leaving a
as an
voicemail?
audio message.
Yeah, sure. Hey, mate. Live on a podcast here. Just give us a ring back. We saw you sign in the BBL crowd looking for girlfriends. wanted to have a chat to you about. We're not exactly girls, but
Wondering if he's found.
We might be able to
Yeah.
hook you up with some.
yeah.
Anyway,
All right, thanks, mate. Didn't do us any favours, but goodbye. So
And that's on my phone, so he will.
that concludes the segment, I think.
good segment.
Yeah.
And there's some people you want to thank, Brodie?
Yeah, okay. Just quickly want to thank Harvey Bay and Maryborough Pest Control, who have recently come on board as a sponsor of the podcast. If you're suffering from a cockroach invasion or anything like that, give them a ring at 07412 84141. But if you're living in like Canberra or anything, it probably won't do you any good considering we're in Queensland. And if there's anyone out there looking to sponsor the podcast for a small amount, we do have one sponsorship up for grabs. And we'll give you endless shout-outs on the podcast. Check the phone number in the description and flick us a message to get more details. And then that wraps up the sponsorship segment.
All right, so now we're going to interview the man himself, Skippy. Bit of a Q&A. Start off with the first question. How do we beat the Bush Rangers?
It's a good question. It's a tough one to answer at the moment. They seem invincible. They've been excellent all season. I don't think we've played our strongest team against them, and I don't think we've really shown up on the days when we've had to against them. But I think there's a couple of key wickets. Obviously, Brent Dean is an amazing player for them. Nick Kelsey when he's there for them also. But they do bowl really tidy as well. They are an all-round good team. So you have to be at your best to beat them. But I have faith. I think we genuinely can beat them on our day. We play them this weekend, so fingers crossed, you never know.
Yeah. So leading on to the next question of can we win another premiership? Just to add to that, if you think that all of us could fire on the one day, how do you think we'd stack up to them on their best?
Yeah, it would be still very close, but I look at our team and I look at their team, and I just think we probably bat a bit deeper. When you have star Brodie Loveridge coming in at 9, bowling part-time leggies, I don't know, he could be batting anywhere in the order, but
This is under the assumption that we're landing all 6 balls.
yes, correct. Yes, which happens once in a blue moon, but when the leggies are on, they're on.
Once a season.
But yeah, look, we haven't lost to anyone else apart from them, so really we just got to match it against them on their day and on our day, and hopefully it comes off in our favour.
Just hope that half the Sunny Coast team aren't in the team.
It would be ideal if they weren't, yeah.
Like we said last episode, though, Horry and Moons have got to get in the Cavs team for the
Well,
premiership.
yeah, if she needs to play herself into form with this broken jaw, then yeah, look, she can come back and have a bit of hit and giggle here.
Yeah. We'll be happy to have her. Funniest moment on a cricket field?
I was saying to Brodie before we started, I thought long and hard about this and really couldn't think of much. There was a particular game last year. I won't say who it was against, but any listeners out there, it won't be hard to figure out who. I've just received a phone call from the poster man.
Should we answer it?
I guess we're going to have to come back to this segment. We're going to have to phone him back.
I'm really sorry. Yeah,
Anyway, bit of suspense. That's what we like.
phone is ringing.
Hello.
G'day, mate. Is this the bloke who was in the BBL crowd with the poster?
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Oh, one of them.
Yeah, there was 5 of us, mate.
Jeez. Have you had any ringbacks from that?
Yeah, we had like a couple thousand.
Couple thousand, holy dooly.
Yeah.
Anyone that you actually want to hear from, or just annoying pests like us that are calling you?
Yeah, pretty much you guys, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
So no love yet.
No, no log yet. No, it's a bit of a shame, but yeah, we're still looking.
Yeah.
They're heading down to the finals to put the sign back up, or what?
Oh, mate, we'd like to. That'd be good. But I don't know if we go on TV again. I think that's a one-time deal.
Yeah.
Was it mostly just like 40-year-old men ringing you up?
Yeah, pretty much. Just how much 40-year-old men just being like, yeah, you're immaculate.
Absolute catches.
Yeah, absolutely.
We should
And
probably, probably let you know that you're on a podcast right now, by the way.
Oh, we're on a podcast, am I?
Yeah.
What's the name of the podcast?
Shit gets wickets.
She gets wickets. All right, looks like it mad.
Yeah, on Spotify, I have to have a listen.
Yeah, sweet as. Well, thanks, guys.
All good. Thanks
very
for chatting.
Right, see you, mate.
All right, see you later.
I'm an absolute legend.
That
What a
went pretty
legend.
well.
He sounded really cool.
A couple of thousand calls. Surely you just like see a random number now and you just don't bother answering. But it happened weeks ago, so
Yeah,
it's
so
probably not expecting it.
No.
Yeah. So it was good that we delayed.
What a
it
good
to
bloke. If you're single and ready to mingle out there, give him a call back. I'm sure you can find his number on TV. It's probably up on screen now.
All ages, 20 to 50, male or female. He's happy to answer all calls,
Yeah.
so get on it.
Anyway, back to the story.
Yeah, it was against the team last year. I'd just come back from injury bowling, and in my follow-through, I got told that I was bowling tripe, apparently. And next ball, I proceeded to take the wicket of him, and I won't repeat the words that I said to him as I said goodbye off the field. And then going out in the second innings, I was batting with Brodie. Much like last weekend, really didn't have much hope we'd win. And got told to kick my stumps over before me and Brodie had a pretty good partnership and proceeded to win the game. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. There probably is 1,000 other funny things I've seen out there, but none are coming to mind at the moment.
Your rivalry with Mitch Mansky's pretty funny.
Yeah,
comment on that?
It's back and forth, really. He's adamant that he's living in my head rent-free at the moment, and he's apparently gone out and purchased some things he's going to whip out on the cricket field. So I don't really know what to expect, but I'm not really letting it worry me that much.
What? You sent out a signed picture the other day.
Yeah, I took a photo of him when he was 18 off his Facebook and asked him to sign it. He just looked at me and said, "Is that the best you got?" And I thought, "Oh, I'm in trouble here." So, yeah. Looking forward. We're playing him this weekend, so he might reveal all his tricks this weekend, but he might prolong it and just live in my head rent-free.
Is that the first or second game that we played?
First game.
I'm not going to be there for it.
No.
Oh,
Maybe we'll just have to hold on.
That's
But anyway, if you want to entertain yourself throughout the week, they have good banter on Facebook, so
Yeah,
just follow Luke McCully on Facebook.
sometimes not PG, but yeah, it is what it is.
All right. Favourite and least player for Cavs? Keep in mind, I haven't written these questions either, so don't cancel me.
Bit of a typo there.
No, that's all right.
Grammar's not great.
Favourites, I'd have to go back to the OG boys. So, Udi, Guns, and probably Tim Tester are the boys I started with when I was 14 or 13 coming into the Cavs. So, I have a lot of time for those guys and, yeah, played a lot of cricket with them, obviously. And least favourite, just have to be Brodie.
I was half expecting that.
Just a pest. Doesn't leave me alone now.
How do you rate his chat?
They call me Manus.
No one calls you Minus except yourself.
Actually, this is a good sub-segment. Who
hoping it catches on.
is the better Marnus out of me and Brodie?
He's got the better calls. Just
yeah.
looking out the no run.
I'm probably the Marnus batsman. He's probably the Marnus bowler / fielder.
/ crap talker.
Yeah.
I don't know. Last season when we won, Brodie was just so quiet and young and just had come into the team, and it was good. He was so quiet around the group, and this season something happened. Something's just clicked, and he just doesn't stop talking now. And everything that comes out of his mouth just makes me cringe. And he wonders why I run boundary to boundary and leave him in the inner circle.
I think it clicked when I was averaging 16 in Queensland Premier Cricket with the bat, and my ego just went through the roof.
Yeah.
Like double figure average.
Yeah.
I was stoked.
Yeah, put on wide base stuff, and you're like, oh my God, I'm the best.
Yeah, I'm just taking selfies with it all the time, posting it on the Insta.
Yeah.
I still don't know why you haven't put out the secret tactic of putting Brodie in first slip and then me in second slip.
Because I don't think any batsman has to go through that, and I would like Udi to keep for another couple of seasons, so that would probably force him into early retirement, I would say.
Surely if they're batting on a really bad pitch and we have a bat pad, one of us.
Yeah, you.
Oh,
It would be you.
I've done it before and I did it without a box. It was very scary.
That's very intelligent, Brodie. When is the elusive 100 going to happen?
It should have been last Saturday, but threw it away with a gross hack.
On the unlucky number, 87.
87, yeah, and apparently there was talk of it on the sideline, so thanks, Scratzy, for that. I don't know, it's not really, it's cliche, but it's not about personal milestones. I did my part the other day, and as long as we get the win, then that's all that matters.
Yes, because all we've heard about all season is, I want to score 100, I want to score 100.
Yeah, 100 is just the benchmark, though. Like, I was satisfied with 80 odd. Like, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, you didn't seem too mad when you got out.
No, No.
I think I might have jinxed it because I went just a few balls before. I had a look at the scorecard and I seen that you were close. And I had my camera ready. And that's when you got out. So.
Can we? If you have it, we should.
No, don't worry. I didn't press record. So.
That's
you're
good.
safe.
Yeah,
it's all good.
It was a real village shot. Hey, I saw after pulling Nick Kelsey for 4, I saw mid on and mid off up, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna get one over the top here, and my stumps went flying backwards.
At least you're flying straight.
That's with my head in the sky, where you want to be.
Yeah.
I'm going to add a question here. Chances of a Cavs versus Nish final?
I wouldn't write it off. Nish are right after Grammars at the moment, so if results go their way and we keep beating Grammars and everyone beats Grammars, and I think we're pretty well locked in for 1 and 2. I think Gold and Cavs, so it looks like it's going to be Rocks versus Nish. They've beaten them this season, so there's hope.
Yeah. Who's the biggest find for Nish this season? Like, I know Paul's made some runs. Will's going well.
Paul's been good, yeah.
Guns.
Crossed.
Will's gone good up there. Martin's the biggest pickup.
The big English import.
Of the newest, yeah.
Martin's good. I think Robbie Young when he's there, he's influential. I think he's gun bowler, good bat, good bloke. So
I think Tobias has been the main one.
He puts a lot of effort into his fielding.
That's all that matters.
And he's got a big heart and he wants to be there.
And I think he would spend about 20 hours down in the nets a week. So
easy.
I love the commitment.
Yeah.
He was actually smoking the other day in the nets.
He does, yeah. Darren gets his sidearm out and just pelts balls at him, and Pete looks really comfortable. I face it and I am scared for my life. But
Actually, on Tuesday, Hayden Sangstock was down at the nets, and no joke, he was absolutely creaming everything. No matter what anyone bowled.
Really?
He took a 5 for early in the season.
Yeah.
Genuine all-rounder.
Yeah.
It's a shame he's been working. He's a huge pickup.
Yeah, he should quit his job and focus on club cricket.
Yeah.
In Harvey Bay.
Could say the same for you.
Yeah, don't worry, tempted.
Go play at Valleys.
No.
And Cozzy's made his return last week.
He did, yeah.
He went MIA for a while, but good to see he's back.
Good to see. He got a few wickets. Not as many runs as he would have hoped for, but he's a gun. We all know it. And if I could look like anyone, it would be him, because he's just gorgeous, isn't he?
He looks like George Clooney.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's my side-by-side comparison.
I was talking personal looks as well, but then I also thought technically he does look really good as well.
And tell you what, he's got some good chat too.
Yeah.
In training. If there's anyone I want to get chat off, it's him. He's quality.
I know he thinks your chat's rubbish, so that's probably why I get along.
Oh, really?
Yeah, funny that.
Speaking of lookalikes,
Everyone thinks that.
You boys, Jesse Riley looks exactly like Nathan McKean.
Nathan,
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Everything's the same.
Yeah.
Even the bowling.
Every time I look at him, it's just more. I just see Jesse every time.
Yeah. Can't disagree with that.
Here's this nice little video I made a while ago.
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all?
Whoa, that was...
Holy moly, that's similar.
That looks so cool. I really like that song. I hope we don't get copy strike. Brodie, any Q&A to add?
No. I came up with my 5 questions and I gave up brainstorming after that.
Right.
It was hard.
Good stuff.
Come on.
Is there anything you'd personally like to say?
Nah.
Question for yourself.
No questions for myself, no.
Okay.
No.
All right. We're going to play a little game here. Sledging like Warner. Like to call that.
Because Warner's got great sledges.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of everyone, you chose him.
I could have said sledging like Brodie.
You're a Marnus fanboy. He's got the best chat in Australia tonight.
Well, we can change the name.
Alright, sledging like Marnus, it's now called. 5 seconds to come up with a sledge, and if you don't, you're out. So we're going to go around the table.
I'm going to go back to my under 12 days here.
Yes. Well, yeah, that's like the category. It's shitty under 12 sledges.
Yep.
Brodie, no writing. It's got to be off the top of your head.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright. I'll start off with a zinger. ... That's what we want.
I was just writing that down.
Luke?
Sendy's Bales to New South Wales.
Give him a Yorker. He's a walker.
Nothing short, nothing wide, nothing down the leg side.
Sendy's Bales to Wales.
Good mix up.
Yep.
Brodie?
On his toes, away he goes.
Stumps are hungry. Let's give him a cherry.
Seen more runs than a toilet bowl.
Bowling a piano, see if you can play that.
Bat's like a donut, always no middle.
More blocks than Legoland.
Better get him for taxi. You can't drive.
Oh my god.
Can't pull even in a brothel.
I gave you that one.
Thanks, Brodie.
Come on.
Wait, that's not PG.
I was struggling.
More misses than Tiger Woods.
Um,
Brodie's gone to his phone.
yeah, this bloke should be Australia's defence minister.
At Mitch Mansky.
That's what we want.
Already said that.
Oh
You out?
no! Oh yeah, I'll probably.
no. It'd be
Come up with something quickly. then.
between the two masters now, I'd say.
What do we got on this phone?
This is past 5 seconds, surely.
Yeah, you're done, Dawes.
No, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm on it. Just looking at Brodie's phone here, this one isn't much of a sledge, but it'd throw me off. You are the worst human being alive.
Your kid just told me he hates you and wants you to stay full time with his mum.
I'm done. I should have been done about 6 sledges ago.
Brodie, you're the winner.
Oh, sweet.
You're the shit talk king.
I was to be expected.
Yeah, like we didn't know already.
So if you want any more personal zingers, make sure you hit up Brodie.Loveridge on Instagram.
Yeah,
And
get
you'll
the
be
followers up.
He can send you some of your own to use down the field.
As long as it's not like an account with 0 followers, 0 following, and then like the link in the description. I don't want to like see that sort of account.
Come to my WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
All right. Next segment, Brodie.
Yeah, where are we? I'm on the wrong page. Okay. World Cricket Chat lately. We'll kick it off with the Under-19 World Cup. For Australia, they've won 2 out of their 3 games. Mine are on the spot.
Yeah, Raiders. I hate it.
Skipped a whole page.
It wasn't a whole page, just one section. It's not colour-coded like I want. The printer uses too much ink for colours, so I have to have little names instead. Okay.
We're on a tight budget here.
Alright, next segment, rate it or hate it. So boys, I basically say you can say either you hate it or you rate it, which means it's good, and hate means it's bad, and we just go around the circle and say which one. Alright, keepers wearing short sleeves.
I rate it. It really gives off that village vibe. It can be bloody hot out there some days, so I don't blame the keepers for wearing the short sleeves. As Udi wears short sleeves, and we all love Udi, so.
Yeah. I don't know, if you're a lazy keeper and you're not going to dive, why do you need long sleeves?
I hate it.
I'm on the fence.
Fence sitting straight up.
I'll say rate it, just because I haven't played with many keepers that have worn long sleeves. But I think once you get up to that upper level, I think you have to have long sleeves.
I say hate it, but like I understand some teams you just don't get the option. So you have to wear the little skin sleeves underneath.
Mm.
If you're just going straight up short sleeve and nothing there, I don't like it.
Yeah. Rate it for club cricket, hate it for international.
Yeah. Like Seb Gotch, I know for a while he was wearing short sleeves in the Big Bash. It just looks terrible.
Yeah.
Centre wicket trainings.
Rate it.
Yeah.
I think we should be doing centre wicket training.
Yeah.
Nothing like getting a bit of game feel and game scenarios. Because like everyone will just go into the nets, they'll top edge a ball and they'll be like, oh,
That's
six on any ground. Nah.
Even on the MCG.
Yeah, that's cleared in a circle where, if you're out in the middle, it's swallowed by someone, not even clearing the circle. And we've got to get these lazy blokes to run some singles. So.
Yeah. I know in the nets, like anything down leg side, I just play this little lazy ramp and I usually just hit it straight up in the air, but I feel like it goes for 6, but really it hasn't probably cleared the inner circle.
Yeah, and nothing like training on Astro too. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The nets are Astro, but
Yeah, but out in the open with the breeze. Yeah. I don't know. Brodie put some cones in my net the other day to act as fielders, and I just sort of looked at it and I thought, this is good. Like, at least I'm actually achieving something here.
Yeah. You have cones in your bag. And there again. He made an appearance last episode. Trying to Marshall. More words than Byron last week. Yeah, I love centre wicket trainings. They're
can see a horse.
That's probably why.
Marshall.
Oh, that worked.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, love centre wicket trainings. They're good as, and you know everyone seems slower out in the middle than in the nets. Like facing the quicks in the net's just a nightmare. Not that Cavs have many people bowling 130.
Yeah. I mean, everyone
Apart from
oversteps by at least 2 or 3 steps.
Yeah.
In the nets.
And all bowling with like jukes, new balls, 2Ps just swinging around
Or
corners.
came up rocks.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
no in between.
I know Shamani's got his little sandpaper down one side and it just hoops into you.
I gave him the ball the other day and said, "Can you use this, please? Because
Yeah.
I'm sick of facing that thing."
2 balls later, he's got
Like
it.
it was weird because I was facing Shimani and that's I'm like, holy moly, he's swinging the ball so much. And then we went out on the Saturday and played, and I'm like, where's she swing, bro?
Yeah. Why are you bowling donkey drops?
He was a wicket keeper last year, wasn't he?
Yeah. No,
Big changes.
I mean, he also took the fight for it.
he did. Yeah.
Bowlers were on side.
Well, Tripsy was the only fight for about him.
Yeah, he
You'd
would
have
have
to
been.
be,
Yeah.
yeah.
No one else has done it. Yeah.
Next one, sledges that rhyme. We've heard a few in the segment before, but do you rate it?
Rate it.
Yeah.
Rate it, rate it, rate it.
Just hate it. just hate sledges in
Don't
general.
even need to expand on it. Just straight
Nothing
up hate
gets under a batsman's skin more than some shit talk.
it. Yeah.
Because, like, you know, they're doing their little routine in between balls, touching their box and having a feel around and stuff. And then you just
Feel around the box.
and you just hear like this 14, 15-year-old
Oh.
kid say this like shitty sledge like on his toes and away he goes, and it just collapses everything because he, you know, he's singing himself. He's like, bro, you like serious? That is some absolute shit talk, and it's absolutely thrown him off his game. And then someone actually does bowl it on his toes, and then he gets castled.
I
And
just look at the person that's said that to me, and I think, when it's my turn to bowl you, I'm going to try and kill you.
I really rate it. Like, I know if I say it to Cody Goldstein, he'll hit me for 36 off the next over. But, like, when I'm saying it, I don't want Skip to hear because then he'll send me to the fence and I'm not going to bowl for the whole 40 overs.
That's
Or worse, sub you off a 12th man.
Yeah.
And Byron will come on and
Yeah.
he'll say it and he'll get away with it.
Yeah, because he's going to give me gloves.
Yeah. Next one, the Peter Siddle look with the sunnies, the zinc untouched shirt, the dyed hair.
Hot.
There's positives and negatives to it. I like the look personally, but then also he's like, what is he, nearly 40, and he's trying to act like a teenager.
Peter Siddle could, and it wouldn't worry me. He's just the GOAT. He's
No, I think Nathan Lyon's a go.
no.
Oh, righto.
Nathan
No,
Lyon-
we're Nathan Lyon haters,
We
remember?
talked about off spinners.
Lyon doesn't have a hat trick on his birthday,
No.
and he
exactly.
doesn't eat like 17 bananas.
I reckon just to replay it again, we've got to play that footage here, surely. Never gets old.
There's 2 gullies in there now, so they might be trying to bowl full and a bit wider for the drive. Seems to letting the game flow.
Got him at first slip. Peter Siddle's not the best of the Aussies, and that's why he's got more balls in the right spot and finds the edge again. This time he's got Cook. Goes after the bowlers. This will be good fun to watch. Siddle bowling well. Oh, was there an edge? Oh, he's knocked him over. Knocked him over. Oh, he's going up for the LBW. Siddle's on a hat trick.
You said it'd be good to watch. It was. And that one was 142 kilometres too. It was straight and at the stumps.
And Peter Siddle was on the hat-trick, also on his birthday. 26 today, Siddle. Will he celebrate it with a hat-trick? Here we go, there's what? 4 slips, well, almost 5 slips. What about one around the corner, a back pad or something like that?
I'm backing him. Get ready to yell happy birthday, Tubbs. Get ready, loosen those vocals up, Tubbs. Here it comes.
Here we go. Crowd cheers. Here's Siddle. Oh, well, bowler's close. He's given him! He's given him! Peter Siddle's got a hat-trick on his birthday!
Not yet, he
You
hasn't.
little beauty!
Not yet, he hasn't. Not yet, he hasn't, because England will challenge that. They almost have to challenge it. It continues. Original decision out. Forget that 40 centimetres. That won't bother the umpire here. The crowd likes what it sees. Eagle eyes up on the big screen. Now we're getting through to the umpire out in the middle. Third umpire, Tony Hill from New Zealand, says to Alim Dar, all is well. Peter Siddle, you have a birthday hat-trick.
Oh, Peter Peter Siddle. Happy birthday, 26 today. He's also got a 5-wicket haul to go with him.
Peter Siddle's got a hat.
Yeah. Potassium power is what I like to call it.
We needed those boys
I
on
want Sid's
TikTok
banana.
that did the commentary TikToks.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
got to get them to do the Peter Siddle hat trick.
Yeah,
They do.
And
we need them on the podcast. When we blow up, then we'll get them on.
when we've got like 150 subscribers, surely. Batters changing gloves every 30 minutes. Like, do we like that?
Hate it. You know, when I seen you pull out a second and third pair of gloves out of your bag on the weekend, I was like, you are joking.
I usually don't bat long enough to need them.
Do you do it,
I
do you do
usually-
it just to try and intimidate the field? It's like,
Absolutely.
oh my god, he's got 3 pairs of gloves. Is he planning on ticking around here?
This is the problem with cricket being on TV, because young people like Brodie see stuff like this and they see Marnus say no run and they think, you know what, I'm going to do that as well. Brodie the other day in the nets took a second pair of batting gloves into the nets and changed halfway through. I looked at my $30 grey knit gloves and I thought, I've been wearing these for like 3 seasons now. They've got holes in them and I just thought, what is going on with this?
I busted a huge hole through my strap the other day. They're still good.
So at Wide Bay training the other day for the under 18s, I took my second pair of gloves into the net. No one else had done it. And soon, basically everyone was taking 2 pairs of gloves in the nets. I think they're copying me
You're
now.
such a role model,
Forget-
Brodie.
Yeah.
And I'm the youngest person in the team.
Oh, wow, I wish I could average 16 as well.
Yeah. Oh, you must be
Brodie, you
jealous.
play for Wide Bay. That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's
How do you not
best team
have
in
like
Queensland.
5 girlfriends?
How do I not have a sponsor? Like, surely go Nick.
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah.
Surely. Maybe once you get crack that average of 20, maybe they'll hook you up.
Make a score above
I mean,
25.
There's only like 15 players in the there was a full 15 players in the Wide Bay. Yeah, it's pretty good to get into an 11-man team. It's a decent.
You've done well.
Just talked about this, but people saying no run.
I love it.
We can probably cue the footage of you doing it. I think I've got some footage of it.
Hopefully. If there's not, then there's just going to be some awkward pauses. Yeah, I kind of subconsciously do it now. But I just have fun when I do it. Like, I'll even be at the non-strikers end and I'll like fully point the bat at the striker and I'll just be like, no runs, stay there.
Cassie was saying the other day when you were batting, he was saying how much he hates being at the other end and you doing that.
I know.
He's just like, I cannot stand it.
Beast is the same as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nothing grinds my gears more. Like, you've left a ball to the keeper and you say no run. It's like, obviously we're not running. And then he wonders, like, he's got all this chat when he's saying no run and stuff, doesn't call right between the wickets and gets fired. My fault.
Hits it through the gap, is doing that, but no.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to have to tone it down. Or I'm going to have to go down the order and bat with Brodie, and then I can have as much fun as I want.
Yeah, that's true.
Tempting.
It would be good. No, didn't we discuss that we're going to like start saying ciao? How'd that conversation come about? I can't remember. It was
You got your bunny sledge as well. You know, when you get a wicket, you're going to get down
Oh,
on your knees
yeah.
and put your hands on your head, whack
I'm
some
going to do
bunnies.
that to Cody Goldenstein when I get him out.
Oh my god.
Like Latrell Mitchell.
I'm going to send him the link for this and just rev him up. And I'm going to stand a deep mid wicket on Maryborough 1 and just watch balls flying to the
He'll
gum trees.
try and hack me first ball in a top edge.
No, he
Actually,
doesn't top edge me.
even if he top edge,
It's still 6.
even if he top,
Yeah.
that's what I was going to say.
No,
Yeah, I'm honestly cut now. I can't believe half my team hates me back.
I like it.
we love it.
No, you don't. You just said 2 seconds ago you didn't.
We love it. It's just too
You
minus.
just want me to tone it down when I obviously leave it.
Yeah,
Only when it goes to fielders.
yeah.
Right.
And you don't want to run.
New me. I'm so sorry.
This could be the change you need. You might walk out there.
Maybe I'm too focused on saying no run instead of
Maybe.
actually hitting the ball.
Yeah, as the bowler's running in, you're like, I just got to say no run. Don't worry about it.
Hopefully this new bubble can get me some runs.
Surely.
It came the other day.
Put a photo up now in the edits. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I'll actually send that video that I sent to Luke the other night. Oh my god. Oh, that is sexy. No run!
Nice hard piece.
With him saying no run, pretending to block a ball.
Yeah.
Saying no run.
But like, I think it's a bit of bad luck. Like Lisa Healy, and
Minus changed his
Marnus
stickers as well, didn't he?
and Alex Carey all started using it. None of them made runs. And then Carey just went back to his Kookaburra Rapid in the BBL, and he's got a 50 or 2 maybe. Stop checking your messages, Skip.
That's sad.
It hasn't been posted yet. All the girls aren't messaging you yet.
Shut up.
Last one, end of year awards night.
No comment.
I'll comment. I will say that I enjoy the night. I think it's good to give back to the cricket club. Appreciate the RSL hosting us every year.
Here we go.
But
the captain's got to thank
no. Being serious, and it shouts out the volunteers and stuff, which are important for our club. If we didn't have them, we wouldn't be there. So appreciates them, but just the prime example is last year's senior cricket player of the year. The man sitting to my right here, Hayden Kington, with 400 runs and 20-odd wickets, got pipped at the post by a bloke with probably 20 runs and like 18 wickets. So
I don't even remember who it was.
Saga.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it Brent? Perth Melbourne?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it was our senior comp, but he
Oh,
was
yeah.
association, yeah. But yeah, when I heard that, I was disappointed, whether it was because of your age or not. But end of the day, if you're the best, you're the best. So, and I think, yeah, you thoroughly deserved it last year.
It still meant a lot to me when you came over and said, "Dos, we're not doing any awards, but if we were, you would have got Senior Player of the Year." So,
yeah,
thanks a lot.
I also didn't like how we won the premiership and they didn't do anything. They didn't bring us up on stage.
In previous years, I've seen other teams win it and get taken up on stage, but just not good enough. That's all right.
But anyway, Ashkington's told me to keep this really positive, so we're going to end that there and we're going to go on to the next
Hold
one.
on, I haven't said if I rated or hated it.
Oh, rated or hated, Brodie?
I rate it when you get an awards and you get to go up. Like, I know last season I got me participation medal.
Why can't I get a sponsorship?
But, yeah. No, I hate it because I don't get awards.
Oh, hang on. One more. Rated or hated, T20s. Local T20s.
Hate it. I hate all T20s.
I would much rather play a 40-over game.
Just because I personally don't mind it as a change-up, but the amount of negative feedback I've had recently, I'm beginning to hate it.
The one thing I like about it is I get the license to ramp.
No.
I also get 2 cracks, but then that just lowers my average even more, so I kind of hate it.
Yeah, I had a look at my stats the other day, and my average in one-day cricket is a lot higher than T20s.
The one thing I like about it is you get to sit on the sideline and watch people like Kratzy go out and bat, and it's just beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
And Jolie.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
man.
Yeah, with no pressure. It is brilliant.
It's pretty.
But yeah, we'll see how we go next year, I suppose, if we make a change there or not. But might play 2-day cricket next year.
Oh,
I would love 2-day cricket.
Oh,
it's just getting
oh.
the same teams for 2 weeks is just
Impossible.
Yeah.
Just play
I'd
Saturday.
finally be able to just block all day.
Yeah.
My specialty.
I just do a Bryce Street.
Imagine how many no runs you'd say.
Can you imagine me and Brodie opening up and just shutting up shop for a whole day and
Yes.
then everyone else launching on day 2?
No, we'd have to declare and try and bowl them out.
20.
Yeah.
Well, that's another. Someone else that hates the T20s. Goose. Remember, he said to us at the end of the game, he's like, "You boys just want to both declare on 0 and then we play 40 over game."
Yeah. We'll just share the points and don't worry about it.
That's on the cards for this weekend.
Yeah.
Next segment, Brodie.
All right. Feel like we've been here before, but World Cricket News, Under-19 World Cup.
Whoa, no way.
Yeah.
What happened in the World Cup, Brodie? Someone's phone ringing.
Did someone say KFC? Yeah. Australia have got 2 from 3 wins in the Under-19 World Cup, so they're into the finals now. Teague Wiley from Western Australia, who I've seen a lot of on YouTube since he was about 13 years old. 86 not out in the first game, match-winning performance. Got out early in the second game. But then 101 not out in the third game, so he's averaging something like 190 now for the tournament. So that's pretty ridiculous. He's going well.
Good on him.
Yeah. BBL. Strikers beat Thunder in the, I don't know what the name of that final was. Challenger.
4th, 1st, 5th.
Qualifier.
No, it was
4th, 1st, 3rd.
The winner who plays the 60s.
What's the actual name?
Eliminator?
There, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ian Cockbane with
Cobain.
Cobain. Okay.
Keep it PG.
with 65 runs, a quick one too. And Sanger and Ross both got 50s, but couldn't get him over the line, unfortunately.
I sat on the lounge in tears after that. Second last ball, cut in, hit it, and I thought, shit, this could have actually gone for 6.
I thought that too.
We could be on here, and and then my heart was just shattered after sledging all the Brisbane Heat boys for the season.
As an ex-Heat fan, I've moved on to the Strikers.
Wow. and then when the Scorchers win, he'll be a Scorchers.
Bandwagon there. They're coming fit.
Yeah, he was in a full Heat kit like 2 weeks ago. Next thing you know, it'll be full Strikers.
In the singlet too, sun's out, comes out.
Yep.
I'm going to have to put some sticky tape over it. Replace the logo.
I know one bloke that went for the Hurricanes because he loved Ben Dunk. And when Ben Dunk went to the Strikers, he got like a custom singlet that was half Strikers and half Hurricanes. Yeah. I was thinking I'd just like cut my singlet up into 8 different teams. That way, whoever won, I could just say, yeah, I support.
Is there anyone that you really don't like watching in the Big Bash? Like
so many.
A team.
Well, the Heat infuriate me.
Yeah.
And I don't know, the Renegades are kind of shit. So
Renegades they're just there, aren't they? Like, they don't excite me too much, really.
They're a team of the future. They're just filled with young guns.
At least if you live in Melbourne, you have 2 to pick from. But they both finished 8th and 6th this season, so nothing to write home about.
If you just go to the Stars, wouldn't you? Just because of the names, but
if you're a Sydney fan, you're living the dream.
Yeah, I think smart choice would be Sixers, but yeah, I only support the Thunder because they had Gale and Warner in that first season opening and batting, and I thought that is the dream.
I mean, I like watching the Heat because it's got all the Queensland grade cricketers in there, and I see Chris Lynn and I just throw up.
Why do they still rate him in all the promo material? They're like, Chris Lynn's coming out tonight. I'm like, dude, he hasn't scored runs in like 2 seasons.
He's just a good-looking rooster. Looks good on it. Did you just agree to that?
No,
I was kidding.
Oh no! For real, it's like they never recognise any of the actual people that put in for that side. Like Xavier Bartlett, no one ever talks about him, and he didn't even get a run the other day.
Yeah,
he's like their leading run scorer and wicket taker.
Yeah,
and he gets X factor.
The Heat will have to keep Lynn though. I think for merchandise and ticket sales and stuff. I think they'll lose.
His contract's actually up.
Yeah, but they'll have to resign him. If he goes somewhere else, the Heat will lose a big fan following. So.
But the commentators the other night are like, Looney's off his contract. This will be a great chance for the Renegades to pick him up. Finch and Lynn, what a pair.
I think there's a bit of a culture issue there, to be honest.
Well, there has to be with the amount of players that are left.
And, I mean, Cutting had a big falling out with Lynn.
Yeah. Alex Ross left. Who else was I just thinking? Meesa left and come back. Yeah. Renshaw.
Yeah.
So,
Alicia Kington's popular theory that it's all Darren Lehman's fault, and that the culture he creates just isn't good.
We'll blame that.
Yeah.
I think it's Kristen as well. There's probably a few in there.
He always looks like he's just on the piss constantly at a game.
Yeah, he does that. I mean,
last
got to
season,
feel bad for me. He had a heart attack. He's not at his best.
Like last season, like when he was captain, you'd see all the team like on the sideline, and then no joke, you got Lehman and Linney up in the the coach's box,
like it's private,
like the aircon. Let's get on the piss box.
I would probably be on the piss as well if I was coaching the Heat though, because they would drive me insane.
Yeah,
I like how they made Pearson captain this season, but
didn't they strip it off him?
Did they?
That's what I thought.
I was going to say, because Lynn still looks like he's doing everything, like talking to the bowler, he does the stuff on the mic. I don't think they appreciate that Pearson's actually captain.
He's a senior player, though.
And I think it was a good move, because Pearson just has that bit of energy about him, and he looks like he's really there for the team.
Yeah. Shame he's been scoring now.
Yeah. I mean, he was talking about him in the test team, and I don't think he's really got to double figures since.
Yeah.
But when you captain the team like that, a bit of pressure on you. Pretty stressed out, I'd say.
Yeah.
Ben McDermott got recently named the player of the tournament. 577 runs with 200s and a 93 as well. And averaging, I think, I haven't really done my research much, but averaging 49, I think. So, pretty decent tournament from him.
Yeah, he was brilliant, I thought. Just clean hitting to back it up again and again. He was excellent.
Tell you what, those muscles of his, I was looking at him in the warm-up. His pants literally do not stay loose, and his quads are that big that it looks like he's wearing tights. He's huge.
Okay, I don't look at that in the warm
I
up.
did.
Up to you.
I've been on the squat rack since then. I haven't seen much difference.
Oh, you are looking quite large, so yeah.
Thank you, Skip.
Getting them
Should we
gains.
put a picture up in the edits of me flexing?
No.
I don't think anyone wants to see that.
You'll lose subscribers.
Do you want to read out the Australian T20 squad for the upcoming World Cup?
Yeah, it's pretty standard. Not a lot of changes. Finch is captain. Agar, Cummins, Hazelwood, Travis Head comes into the squad. Moses and Reeks back in the squad. Inglis, McDermott comes in. Maxwell, both the Richardson boys. Not that they're brothers, but they're both there.
Not brothers, but lovers.
Yeah, that's right. Just fast bowling cartel. Smith, Stark, Stoinis, Wade, Zampa. Big omissions, obviously, are Warner and Marsh, who have been told that they need to rest up for the Pakistan series.
How on earth has Aaron Finch kept his spot in the Australian side? Like, people can say, oh, he's a World Cup winning captain, but what did he actually contribute in that competition?
Not a lot.
All he did was, like, literally toss the coin. That was all he contributed to that side.
He was good at it, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's been there for so long and he's played so much T20 cricket. Like, who Skip is in that team if he doesn't?
What, is Smith playing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pat Cummins is playing?
Yeah.
Gary's the next Australian captain,
I reckon,
in my opinion.
looking at this team, I reckon Josh Hazelwood should captain.
Yeah, come on.
Love the
This isn't cricket 22. You can't just pick whoever you want to.
Yeah.
Toss the coin.
Zephyr was captaining the Stars the other day.
He was too, yeah.
Yeah, he's not even the captain of the Renegades and he's the Australian captain. How does that work?
Just to have less stress.
Yeah.
Less stress my ass. He's incompetent. He can't do anything.
Thoughts on Marsh being pretty well player of the tournament in the World Cup and being told to rest up?
Well, isn't it important that you skip the World Cup and then rest up for a 3-game Pakistan series? That's very smart by the Australian selectors.
This is for the Test series though, which I don't understand.
Wait, Mitch or Shaw?
Test series.
Yeah,
So they're planning on playing.
that's
Mitch
exactly
in
yeah.
Test.
So why and who does he replace? Nobody.
What, Green?
No,
No.
they will not do that.
I just think they've been talking about how Mitch Marsh, when he goes into the net since he started making runs, he tries to hit every ball for 6. If you're doing that in the nets, how are you supposed to go out and make runs in Test cricket? If you're trying to slog in the nets all the time, not actually
If
practicing
you're in
technique.
form in any format, you can play any format, is what I think.
He hasn't probably played any red ball cricket in a while either.
He played one Australia A game, I think,
Oh, okay.
and he got like a 30. And that was about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think moving forward with that squad, though, I think we'll line up pretty strong again this year. Moses and Reeks is like just flogging a dead horse, I reckon. I don't know why we keep going back to that. Travis Head was interesting, coming back in after a while.
He was basically playing T20s in that Test series.
Essentially, yeah. I think that's pretty well what George Bailey said. Not in the squad, but I think Philippi is one for the future.
Yeah.
It's a shame he didn't really fire in that second half of the tournament.
No, it was a bit disappointing. There's only so much time you can go back to Wade.
That first innings in the BBL for Philippi, he got like 80 odd, and he just looked beautiful, and he hasn't really scored runs since.
He's got a 99 as well.
Oh, well, he's also got COVID now, so he's not going to be playing in the finals for the Sixers.
And they've called up the assistant coach of the team to play.
Who?
Jay Lenton. He played.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He was going to play in the BPL up in Brisbane this year, but due to COVID, he had to pull out.
Yeah.
Wait, so Jay Lenton is the assistant coach?
Yeah. Which he was playing for the Thunder like 2 seasons ago.
He's only like 20.
I don't know how it works.
It's funny with these ex-players. Like, you got Cameron White coaching for the
Yeah, which,
strikers.
again, I reckon he'd be an excellent coach. Like, he's so much experience.
Yeah.
What, Voges is the scorers?
Yeah.
Assistant coach.
Yeah.
Chris
Yeah.
Rogers
Probably
he was the
Victoria.
assistant for the Stars. He's the main coach for Victoria.
Yeah. Surprises like Hodgie or someone like. I know they've got commentary deals, but Hodgie would be a good coach. Like, he's played a lot.
Imagine Punter as a coach.
I can't say what I would do, but yeah, it would be incredible.
Who do we think is going to win out of the Sixers and Strikers tonight? Only starting in about another hour.
By the time
15 minutes.
By the time this gets published, the results are already out. So
Yeah.
I hope the Strikers get up. Nothing to add.
I don't want to have to watch Kerry bat again.
No, I reckon Strikers up. I think just all the late drama with the Sixers. And yeah, you watch the Strikers choke now and the Sixers will win by 200 runs.
I think Gaz is going to open the batting and score a ton.
Well, he's a specialist bat now. He didn't even
And
bowl in
then,
that fifth test.
and then I think Jay Lenton, the wicket keeper, is going to take 5 for.
Surely it doesn't make
Wonder what the sports bets odds are on that.
Yeah.
This isn't on our script, but there's been a bit of talk about Justin Langer losing the coaching role. What do we think of that?
No, complete rubbish.
I think so. There was talk of it before he won a World Cup and an Ashes series, so I don't know. He just has that job for me as long as he wants.
It's come from Darren Lehman of all people.
That's right. Yeah, and it's always spoken about Sandpaper Gate, but the job he's done with that team has been exceptional, and we are now a world-class team in 3 formats. So.
He hasn't done as good a job with his daughter. But,
PJ.
That's a bit
Grace
explicit. I'm sure you can hunt that one down if you really want to.
No, don't.
Don't search it online.
But
Yes, shout out to Cricket 6 posting for finding that one.
Yeah.
Best Facebook group ever.
Pretty well the only reason I still have Facebook is
Yeah.
because of 6 posting.
It's pretty hard to get in though. There's a few questions you need to answer, and they rate your shit posting off that. So
6 months ago, I probably would have said for Langer to get the sack, but now with Ashes and the T20 World Cup, I'd probably say keep him there.
It'll be important going forward, subcontinent and India and stuff as well. Like, if that'll be the real test. If we can be competitive in India, we're a world class team.
If Punter, the only way I would take Justin Langer out is if Punter wanted the job, because I'd rate anyone behind Punter.
Yeah.
Phrase that wrong. But
Yeah.
yeah, maybe in the future he can coach. All right.
cool. Is that it?
Yeah, I think we've got to do the outro now.
We're closing out. How many minutes we got? 55. Perfect. Kept it under an hour again. Good job, boys. Closing out. Skippy, thanks for coming on. Single and ready to mingle. Anything you'd like to say to the lovely ladies out there listening?
I just train 4 days a week and I work 5 days a week, so I have no time.
If you want to see him, just go down to the nets and he'll be there.
Yeah, and I'll be mistiming cricket balls, so you won't want me anyway.
Yeah.
Big thanks to Harvey Bay Maryborough Pest Control again, sponsoring.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can keep him on board.
And if you're not already, make sure you follow Shit Gets Wickets on Instagram and subscribe on YouTube and follow on Spotify as well. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, good chat, boys.
Thanks for coming
Thanks
on,
for
Skip.
coming on, Skip.
Go Cavs, thanks boys.
Hopefully we get up on the weekend. See you later. Boom.
Oh, that was good. Good episode.
Not recording the whole time.
Oh, I was starting to fall asleep towards the end there. There's only so much I can hear my own voice. Just kidding.
Yeah, I know.